Good evening, high school football fans. Welcome to the Frenzy. Frank Solkowski, Rick Snow.
Yes.
And well, we have reached the month of October, well past the halfway point of the season, and that means it's time for the real games to start.
It felt like fall out there, didn't it?
Just a little bit.
The region games from here on out, and you can let the race for the state playoffs begin right now.
Including in Region Single A or in Single A in Region 3, a couple of the top teams in the state colliding here in Savannah. Longtime rivals, Calvary Day, Savannah Christian going at it, and you know this one was our featured game of the night. Let's get out to Calvary now. Representative Buddy Carter on hand for the coin flip prior to this one. Cavs looking to set the tone with the defense. Syed Stevens coming off the corner. The hit, going to force the fumble, but Savannah Christian recovers. Raiders then get the offense going to work right up the gut. Nate Moon with the carry. He's down deep into Calvary Day territory. That's going to lead to a chip shot field goal from Noah Chumley to make it 3-0. That's the score at halftime. Yep, second half now. The Calvary faithful hoping the offense gets going for their team, and guess what? The Cavs do get going. Opening drive of the third quarter, Jalen Leary getting the call. The big 22 member with the huge pickup for the Cavs. Home team then going to take the lead for the first time in the game. Quarterback Thomas Carver calling his own number near the goal line. Takes a big hit. Breaks the plane. With the extra point, it was 7-3, but the Raiders rolling right back. Savannah Christian with the answer in the form of Marquell Brown, who buys his time, then proceeds to take it in for the touchdown. Raiders go up 10-3. Early fourth quarter now. Savannah Christian extending their lead. Quarterback Spencer Robichaux throwing deep. Omar Burrows goes up, makes the catch in the end zone. Big win for the Raiders. Savannah Christian snaps Calvary's 5-game winning streak in this series. Raiders with the 24-21 victory.
Out in Pooler, Benedictine and Windsor Forest are meeting at the Pooler Stadium tonight in Region 3 AAA. In the first quarter, Demazio Harris for the Knights breaks through the line, heading for the end zone, but Trent Broadnax tracks him down from behind at the 9-yard line, and the Cadet defense would hold. The Cadets on offense as Carter Gariner goes up top to Rico Powers for a 20-yard gain and a first down. That set up a 35-yard run from Carter Morgan as he gets outside and scores, make it 7-0 BC Cadets. Yes, boom. Well, here come the Knights. Harris once again getting the call and picks up 15 yards as they get into the red zone once again. 4th and goal. At the 2-yard line, the Cadet defense stiffens and once again keeps the Knights out of the end zone. In the second quarter, the Cadets on the march as Gariner finds Gavin Stewart on the slant for a first down. The drive would stall, but Stewart would tack on 3 points to make it 10-0 BC. They go on to a 37-12 victory to stay unbeaten in region play, while the Knights are now 1-3. At the Corral in South Effingham, the Mustangs trailing New Hampstead 20-7 at halftime. In the third quarter, the defense was tough as the Mustangs' Jared Froelich stops the play for a loss. That forces the Phoenix to punt, but the snap gets away and rolls into the end zone for a safety to make it 20-9. Then late in the third quarter, Jarrell Armstrong goes deep to Justin McKithen, and he gets all the way down to the 2-yard line. Couldn't quite get all the way in. That set up Armstrong to take it in himself around the right side to make it 27-9. New Hampstead pulls away to a 34-16 victory to improve to 4-2 this season and 1-0 in Region 2 5A.
Let's get out to Springfield, the Region 2 6A opener for Effingham and Bradwell Institute. Rebels on the move to start this one. Jared Stokes buying some time. He hits Nikos Gatson for a nice pickup. However, that drive would stall. Bradwell's offense comes out on the field and they begin to head goalward. Kevin Harris, Big 22 member, 2-time Big 22 member, gets things going with a nice pickup. A couple plays later, Tigers going to keep the drive alive as Taderick Smith going to pick up a big chunk of yards for the visitors from Hinesville. Bradwell, they're going to run out of gas near the goal line. They attempt the field goal, but it's going to be blocked by the Rebels. But Bradwell would bounce back from that to pick up a big 27-8 win over Effingham County. Great game in Statesboro. The Blue Devils hosting the Wayne Train. Wayne County undefeated, looking to stay that way, but take a look at this. Blue Devils from the 1-yard line. Jalen Robertson gets the call. You don't see this very often. 99 to the house. Big time touchdown run right there. Statesboro with the lead on Wayne County. The Yellow Jackets, they do have an answer, not nearly as long. How about a 1-yard sneak for a touchdown there to tie things up? There you go, 99 plus 100. Yeah. This one will go to overtime, tied at 14. Wayne County going to grab the lead in OT. Another hard, short yardage score for the boys from Jessup. This one, just a flat-out slugfest. Wayne County makes the extra point to go up 21-14. Statesboro ball in OT. The pass is going to go out to Will Yawn, who makes the catch, then makes a move, and proceeds to get in for the touchdown. 21-20 game. Devils going to line up for the extra point to send it into another extra period. Oh, it's blocked. Overtime, blocked extra point, and that is the difference. Wayne County, yeah, they have reason to celebrate. They remain undefeated thanks to the 21-20 victory.
Toombs County Bulldogs had their ground attack firing on all cylinders tonight in Pembroke. Toombs County leading Bryan County and looking for more. Derek Mincy doing the work. He takes the handoff to the left. He finds some room to roam, and he gets to the sidelines. Big pickup for the Bulldogs. That leads to a score. More from Toombs and Mr. Mincy. Not a replay. Again to the left side along the sidelines deep into Redskin territory. Mr. Mincy gets a quick breather, and this time it's Silas LeGrant getting the call, and he takes it down to the doorstep. Bulldogs back into the end zone, and more importantly, back into the win column. 41-7 the final.
All right, woo. How about some surprises? Wow. Wayne County getting a scare at Statesboro.
That was
Savannah Christian knocking off previously undefeated Calvary Day.
Yeah.
Good stuff all around. All right.
It was fun.
Coming up next, we're going to get over to Dave Williams, who made the trip over to Vidalia. We're also going to hop over to the Low Country to see what was shaking over there in the Palmetto State. You're watching The Frenzy. Stick around. Yeah, welcome back to the Frenzy. You know, last Friday night I had the chance to make the trip all the way out to Hazelhurst to check out the Jeff Davis Yellow Jackets. Head coach Lance Helton has his squad playing pretty well here in 2018. In fact, last week when they got their win over Bryan County, that was the 300th victory in program history.
That's a lot. To win number 301, the Jackets would have to play their very best game of the season because they were on the road, Sweet Onion country, and you know what that means. Dave Williams was there, and he has the recap from Vidalia.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Big-time Region 2 AA affair at the reservation as the undefeated Vidalia Indians battle the 5-1 Jackets of Jeff Davis. And, of course, with Benedictine no longer in Class AA, the winner of this game would have a good shot at the region championship, and the fireworks started right away on the first play from scrimmage. Naichu Bell is off to the races. He has plenty of green grass ahead. In fact, 81 yards worth all the way down to the Jeff Davis 3-yard line. They finish it off on the very next play as Tajah Watts does the honors. The two-pointer is no good, 6-0 Vidalia. The Indians try to get something going again on their next possession, but they fumble the ball. Jackson Yawn recovers for the Yellow Jackets, and they're in business, but they get nothing out of it after their field goal try is blocked. The Jackets, though, do dent the scoreboard in the second quarter. Brent Metz, he will roll out and find Austin Wood for the touchdown, and we're tied at 6 apiece. But that tie wouldn't stay there very long because Cade Waters will break that deadlock when he keeps it for the two-point conversion. 8-6 Jeff Davis at that point, but it's all Vidalia after that as they go to 6-0 with a 43-15 win. Meanwhile, just a few miles away in Lyons, Robert Toombs Christian is hosting Brentwood in a rematch of last year's Jesus State semifinal clash, and Brentwood will take control, leading 12-7 at halftime. They start the second half on the move. Chase Everett, the short run down inside to the 5-yard line. Then it's Everett again taking the end around into the payoff pasture, and it's 18-7 Brentwood. Then after a botched snap on the two-point conversion, Sly Moore finds Jay Musselwright for the conversion. 20-7 Brentwood at that point, and they go on to win by a 20-14 score.
All right, over in the Low Country, it was Buford at Bluffton, and this was a defensive battle in the first half. Bluffton with a tip ball intercepted by Jalen Thompson. Now, all we see here are some defensive plays because this was a defensive battle. Again, Bluffton with the interception. Kyle Simmons coming up with that. And then Buford, they can also play some defense. They come up with an interception. Will Kelly will do the honors, and back and forth. Tough to play offense when the defenses are playing like this, as Will Kelly makes that interception. Bluffton, though, would win this one by a score of 28-14, most of the scoring in the second half.
Okay, we'll get to some offense now. We'll go over to Hilton Head Christian. They were hosting Orangeburg Prep. A.J. Tolbert, he's got the touchdown for the visitors. And Orangeburg Prep quickly on top in this contest. How about this? Daniel Harrington now, just a junior. Watch this run coming up as he makes the catch. Going to elude a couple guys there, elude a couple more, shakes off a tackle. Yeah, he's going to go take it all the way in for the Hilton Head Christian touchdown. You think that had the folks fired up? Oh, yeah. All right. Nah, Harrington wasn't done. How about this? Another insane catch. I should say the run after the catch. How about the yaks after that? Look at that. Great. Eluding everybody at the stop right there.
Nice.
Continues to take it down near the goal line. You know what? How about Harrington one more time? This kid was putting on a show. How about the catch? And then he's going to make his way and dive in for the touchdown. Yes. Hilton Head Christian getting a nice win at home. They top Orangeburg Prep 42-28, the final. So Mr. Harrington with a pretty strong game there. Had some great performances so far here on the Frenzy this Friday night. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to talk a little bit about the Braves. Got to check in with them and also get you ready for a busy day of college football on Saturday.
More Frenzy coming up in a couple of minutes. Stick around.